trigonometry. It's coming in 10th standard. 10th standard A's chapter is the introduction to trigonometry. So we'll start from the word trigonometry. What do you mean by trigonometry? Okay. So I'm going to write the word trigonometry here. Okay. In this trigonometry, 3 words are coming. Okay. 3 words are coming. First one is tri, and next one is gono, next one is metry. Okay. So in that, what do you mean by tri? Tri means 3. And what about gono? Gono means sides. Okay. Gono means sides, and metry is measures. Okay. So in this trigonometry, 3 is coming, sides is coming, measures is coming, isn't it? So you know that which is a 3-side closed figure. Which is a 3-side closed figure? It's triangle only, isn't it? It's triangle. Different kinds of triangles are there. Okay. You know that right triangle, obtuse triangles, acute triangle, like that many triangles are there. As in, we can classify triangles into many types according to their angles, according to their sides. We can classify it. Okay. So here in this trigonometry, we are dealing only with triangles. And what is telling in this trigonometry? That means in trigonometry, we are mainly studying the relationship between angles and sides. Okay. So in this, mainly we are dealing with right triangle. So what do you mean by right triangle? In a right triangle, an angle will be always 90 degree. Okay. So in a right triangle, I am going to draw a right triangle here, ABC. Here I am saying that angle B is equal to 90 degree. So it is a right triangle. Okay. So in a right triangle, an angle, definitely it will be a 90 degree angle. So that is a right triangle. Okay. So what about the other 2 angles, the rest of the 2 angles? Apart from this 90 degree, the other 2 angles, which and all are there? Angle A and angle C are the other 2 angles in this particular triangle. Okay. So what about that 2 angles? That 2 angles will be acute angle. What do you mean by acute angle? If an angle is less than 90 degree, that is called an acute angle. So here, angle A and C are less than 90 degree. So we can call, that means this here in this right triangle, angle A and angle C are acute angles. So in every right triangle, apart from that 90 degree, the other 2 angles will be there. No, that 2 angles will be acute angle. Okay. So here I told you what is a right triangle. Now I want to tell you about what is hypotenuse, what is base, and what is altitude. Okay. So what is hypotenuse? Hypotenuse means side opposite to 90 degree. Where is 90 degree here? Here this is that means angle B is 90 degree. So the side opposite to angle B. The side opposite to angle B is what? This AC. So always the side opposite to 90 degree we can call it a hypotenuse. So here what is hypotenuse? AC is hypotenuse. Okay. This AC is hypotenuse. So what is base? Base, definitely it will be here in the base, isn't it? So this is base, and we can call this as what? Altitude or height. We can call both the name height or altitude. Height or altitude. Okay. So from this, what you understood? In a right triangle, the angle opposite to 90 degree will be the hypotenuse. Why it is called as hypotenuse? And what is the specialty of this hypotenuse? This hypotenuse is always greater than the other 2 sides. Okay. Here we know that how many sides are there in a triangle? 3 sides are there in a triangle. Here in this triangle, AC is the hypotenuse and other 2 sides are BC and AB. Okay. So in this, which is the longest side? Which is the longest side is AC, because that is the hypotenuse. If you take any right triangle, you can see that in that right triangle, that means in every right triangle, okay, hypotenuse will be the longest side. Okay. So you understood what is a right triangle and what is hypotenuse, everything like that. Okay. Now we will go to Pythagoras theorem or Pythagoras theorem. You can call it as Pythagoras theorem or Pythagoras theorem. Pronunciation will vary according to you. Okay. So we will check what is Pythagoras theorem. Okay. So what is Pythagoras theorem? In Pythagoras theorem, it is saying that hypotenuse square is equal to hypotenuse square is equal to base square plus height square, or you can say that altitude square. Okay, hypotenuse square is equal to base square plus altitude square. So what is hypotenuse here? AC. So AC square is equal to, what is base here? BC. BC square plus what is altitude here? AB. Okay, AB square. So this is Pythagoras theorem. This, why I am saying this and all, mean in this chapter we are applying all these formulas. You are applying what is base, what is altitude. If you know thoroughly about this right triangle, then only it will be easy to study about trigonometric ratios. Okay, we will check now what is trigonometric ratio. For that, first we will check the words adjacent sides and opposite sides. So when you can say that a side is adjacent and when you can say that the side is opposite. Okay, so first we are going to consider a right triangle ABC. Right triangle A. Okay, I am taking from here A, B, C. So this is a right angle triangle, and which one is right angle here? Angle B is right angle. Okay, so here you can see that what this is hypotenuse and this is base, this is altitude. Okay, so hypotenuse, base and altitude. Now I told you that B is 90 degree here, and here I am going to take angle A. Okay, I am going to take angle A. So with respect to this A, I am going to say what is adjacent side and what is opposite side. Okay, so here this is angle A. So the side opposite to angle A is called opposite side. Okay, that with respect to A only you are saying. Okay, the side opposite to angle A is called opposite side, and the side adjacent to angle A is called adjacent side. Okay, so here if you are considering angle A, which one is opposite side? Opposite side is BC. And what is adjacent side? Adjacent side is AB. Okay, now I am going to take the same triangle ABC. Here I told you that angle B is equal to 90 degree. Now here what I am going to do means I am going to consider angle C. Then what will be opposite side and what will be adjacent side? That will vary, isn't it? Here the angle opposite to, that means the side opposite to angle C is what? AB is the side opposite to angle C. So here which one is the opposite side? Opposite side is AB. And which one is the adjacent side? The side near to angle C is called the adjacent side. So here adjacent side is BC. Okay, understood? So the sides, that means the name of the sides will change with respect to your angle. Okay, if your angle is varying, then adjacent side and opposite side will also vary. That you should keep in your mind. Okay, so here I took angle A. The opposite side is the side opposite to the angle A. The side opposite to the angle A is called the opposite side, and the side near to the angle A is called the adjacent side. Okay, here also the same method. Okay, so before going to trigonometric ratio, you should thorough with what is adjacent side and what is opposite side. Now I will tell you how to find out this trigonometric ratio. That means total six trigonometric ratios are there: sine, cosine, tangent, cosec, sec and cotangent. Like that, 6 trigonometric ratios are there. I will tell you how to find out the trigonometric ratios. First we will go for sine. Okay, so first I am going to write sine, and we should not write sine separately. We should always write sine with an angle. Okay, that means sine A. If you are writing sine separately, it has no meaning. Okay, if an angle is writing with A, then only it has a meaning, and it doesn't mean that sine into A. Okay, if you are writing sine A by cos A, you can't divide this A, and that means you can't cancel this A. We are not multiplying sine with A or cos with A. Actually, this together we can call it as sine A. If it is standing separately, that means sine stands separately and cos stands separately, it is meaningless. So you should not do like that. You should not cancel this A alone. Okay. So that you should keep in mind. So what is sine A? Sine A means here which angle you took here? A is the angle you took here. Okay. A is the angle we took here. So this is A, isn't it? So sine A means opposite side, that means the ratio between opposite side and hypotenuse is called sine. Okay, the ratio between opposite side and hypotenuse. Opposite side divided by hypotenuse is sine A. Okay, so in this triangle ABC, which one is opposite side? That means with respect to A, you should say, so here the angle is A. Okay, we are considering the angle A. With respect to that A, which one is the opposite side? Which one is the opposite side? BC is the opposite side. So you can say opposite side is equal to BC. And what is hypotenuse here? AC is the hypotenuse. So what is the ratio we got? Sine A is equal to BC by AC. Understood? So sine A is equal to what? Opposite side divided by hypotenuse. Here opposite side is BC. Opposite of angle A is BC and hypotenuse is what? AC. Okay. So we wrote BC by AC. Now we will go to cosine. That means cos A. Next trigonometric ratio is cos A. Okay. Cos A is equal to what? Adjacent side divided by hypotenuse. So that means the ratio between adjacent side and hypotenuse, we can call it as cosine. Okay. So adjacent. So what is the ratio? Adjacent divided by hypotenuse. Here which one is adjacent to angle A? Which side is adjacent to angle A? That means AB is adjacent with respect to angle A. And what about hypotenuse? It is AC. Okay. So that is cosine. Cos A is equal to AB by AC. Now we will move to tan A. What about tan A? Tan A is the ratio in between opposite side and adjacent side. Okay. So that is opposite side by adjacent side. And what is the opposite side here? With respect to A we are saying, so the opposite side is what? BC is the opposite side. And what is the adjacent side? AB is the adjacent side. Okay. So I will give you a memory trick to remember this trigonometric ratio. Okay. So I know that definitely you will never forget by using this memory trick. So what we are going to write here is, I am going to write SOH. So, okay. Next one CAH, car. Next one TOA, ta. Okay. So kata. Okay. So kata. What is this so kata? In this so kata, first we are going to take so. And then you can see that first letter is S. What about this first letter? This first letter is standing for sine. Okay. So first letter S is standing for trigonometric ratio sine. And what about this A? Sorry, this O? Sine is equal to opposite divided by hypotenuse. Sine is equal to O for opposite, H for hypotenuse. So sine is equal to opposite by hypotenuse. And what about this ka? In ka, C stands for cosine. And what about this A? A stands for adjacent, H stands for hypotenuse. So cosine is equal to, cosine trigonometric ratio, cosine is equal to adjacent divided by hypotenuse. Okay. Then what about this TOA, ta? Then this T is equal to tangent. And what about this O? O is for opposite side. And what about this A? A is for adjacent side. That means tangent is equal to, tan theta is equal to opposite side divided by adjacent side. So kata, if you are saying that, definitely you will never forget that. So the spelling you should remember SOH, CAH and TOA. Okay. So kata. Okay. With this so kata, you can study the other three trigonometric ratios also. We studied here sine, cosine, and here this is actually cosine. We are writing cos. Okay. Here also it is sine only. For that we are writing sin. Okay. This is actually tangent and we are writing tan. Okay. So for this and all meanings are there, cosine, sine, that and all you will study in higher classes, 11th or 12th you will study. Okay. So this three trigonometric ratio I think you understood very well. Now we will go to the next three trigonometric ratio. If you know this sine, cosine and tangent, definitely it is easy to find out other three trigonometric ratios. Next we are checking what is cosecant A, secant A and cotangent. Okay. And then first I am going to take cosecant A. We will call it as cosecant of A. Okay. But in short form we will write like this. Cosec A. Cosec A. For this one secant of A only. But in short form we will write sec. This one cotangent of A. We will call it as cot A. Okay. So here I took the angle A. That's a in all places AK. If you are taking the angle B, definitely I told you that the sides and adjacent side, opposite side, everything will change. Okay. So here I took what the angle A I took. Now I want to find out what is cosec A. So cosec A is just the reciprocal of sine A. Okay. Reciprocal of sine A is cosec A. So definitely you should remember how to find out sine A. Then it will be really easy to find out cosec A. Okay. So here cosec A is equal to what? 1 by sine A. Okay. I told you how to find out sine A. Isn't it? Socata. Isn't it? C-A-H-T-O-A. Okay. So how will you find out sine A? Sine A is equal to opposite divided by hypotenuse. Okay. So from here we can say that. Okay. Opposite divided by hypotenuse. What is opposite? BC. What is hypotenuse? AC. Okay. So reciprocal of that. What will be the reciprocal of opposite divided by hypotenuse? That means hypotenuse divided by opposite side. Isn't it? That means hypotenuse divided by opposite side. And what is that? Here we got that sine is equal to BC by AC. Then what will be cosine? Reciprocal of that. AC divided by BC. What is AC here? Hypotenuse. What is opposite side here? BC. Okay. I told you what is opposite and adjacent with respect to A already. Okay. So if you know sine A, really you should take a reciprocal. No need to go to hypotenuse divided by opposite like that and all. First find out what is sine. Sine. That means sine A is equal to, we got a BC by AC. Then what will be cosec? Reciprocal of this one. AC by BC will be cosec A. Like that, what is sec A? Sec A is reciprocal of cos A. That means sec A is equal to 1 by cos A. Sec A is equal to 1 by cos A. You know that what is cosine? What is cosine ratio? Adjacent divided by hypotenuse. What is adjacent here? AB. AB divided by AC was cosine A, and what will be here? Sec A. What will be secant A? What will be secant A? Reciprocal of this one. Reciprocal of this one will be what? AC divided by AB. Okay, what is AC here? AC is equal to hypotenuse, and what is AB here? AB is equal to adjacent side. So sec A is equal to hypotenuse divided by adjacent side. Without taking this and all, you can easily find out if you know what is cosine. Okay. So sec A is equal to reciprocal of cosine. So we found cosine here. Cos A is equal to AB by AC. We got reciprocal of that is what? AC divided by AB. So reciprocal you know now. Here what is the numerator here? AB. Denominator is AC. Then if you are taking the reciprocal, denominator will be the numerator and numerator will be the denominator, isn't it? So that means if you are multiplying that 2, you should definitely get 1. That is the meaning of reciprocal you studied in the earlier classes. So we got sec also. Now we are going to cotangent. That means we can call it as cot A. So what will be cotangent or cot A? Cot A will be the reciprocal of tan. That means 1 by tan A. Okay. So I told you what is toe. Toe means tangent is equal to opposite side divided by adjacent side. What is opposite side here? BC And what is adjacent side here? AB. So what will be cot A here? Reciprocal of this tan. Reciprocal of this tan is equal to what? AB divided by BC. That means what is AB here? Adjacent divided by opposite side. Okay. So I told you what is cosec, sec and cot. So cosec is equal to 1 by sin A, sec is equal to 1 by cos A, and cot is equal to 1 by tan A. So remember this memory trick and this formulas. That means sec is equal to 1 by cos A, cosec is equal to 1 by sin A, cot is equal to 1 by tan A. If you are remembering this three, that means this memory trick, definitely you can easily study this 6 trigonometric ratios. Okay.